Taulia, and today I'm going to present my presentation about maths phenomenon of maths in nature in symmetry. And the age group that I will target is year level 2. Have a look at this leaf and see how does this picture represent symmetry. What is symmetry? Symmetry is when an object is folded in half and the two halves are exactly the same. For example, this is a shape, and if I fold this shape into two halves are exactly the same. And if I fold it in this way, two halves are exactly the same. As you can see that there are lines which divided the shapes into two equal halves, and these lines have its own name. For example, the lines that runs from the top to the bottom in this way, it's called the vertical line of symmetry, and the line that runs from the left to the right is called horizontal line of symmetry. Another example is, this is a square shape. If I fold these shapes in this way, it has two triangles, and these two triangles are exactly the same, and it represents symmetry. And this line of symmetry is called diagonal line of symmetry. Where can we find symmetry? Symmetry can be found in shapes, in plants, animals, and in buildings. So we are now looking at how nature illustrates maths. As it is stated, maths is at everywhere. So natural resources represent maths. For example, have a look at these natural resources. And these natural resources represent symmetry. Have a look at this. This is a leaf. As you can see, this leaf has a line that divided both sides, and these sides are equal. And this line can be called a line of symmetry, and it can be called a vertical line of symmetry. This is a butterfly, and if you divide the butterfly into two equal halves, it will have two equal sides, and that's symmetry, and that is a vertical line of symmetry. For this one, this is an animal. It represents symmetry as well. For the other natural resource, it can divide it into two halves equally by vertical line of symmetry, or it can be drawn as a diagonal line of symmetry or horizontal line of symmetry. So for children to understand more about symmetry, I will give out activities to do. First activity is, I will give out these natural resources, and then they will have to draw a line of symmetry. For example, this is a flower. So I will draw the vertical line of symmetry like this, and horizontal line of symmetry, so they will have more understanding. So they will do the rest. So that is one of the activity. The other activity is, we will go outside and collect natural resources. For example, we'll collect these natural resources, and then the children will look for line of symmetry for these natural resources. So while we are doing the activities, I will motivate them to ask questions and work as a group or individually. I will respond positively to any questions and demonstrate if they need more help. And hopefully that this will help them to understand more about symmetry. So those are all the natural resources. As we can see, they represent symmetry. Another good example of symmetry for natural resources are these. These are the natural resources. As you can see, these are fruits. So this is an orange. If I cut this orange into two halves, it represents symmetry as well. It has both sides which are equal, and these two sides represent symmetry. For example, the apple as well. So if I cut this apple into two halves, it represents symmetry as well. So hopefully all these examples will help them to understand more about symmetry, and will give them more ideas about how to identify symmetry for natural resources, as we can say that maths is at everywhere and it represents maths in nature. So that's all for today. Hopefully that gives you more understanding about symmetry, and thank you for watching the presentation for tonight.